In life, like driving, there are places that you can fall down, and on a driving test is not a place you want to fall down. In Chloe's second driving lesson, we learned what shoulder checking and snowbanks have in common. Yes, they both start with the letter S, but more than that for the purposes of a driver's test. Stick around, we'll be right back with that information. We went to the test center in Salmon Arm. It was so weird. They have a lunch between 12 and 1 in the afternoon, and then his driver's test was booked for like 12:30.
Yeah.
We went in the office, and they're like, "Oh, we're closed." Oh, and of course it's all COVID, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's in biohazard suits. And we're like, "Well, the door was open, and he's got an appointment for 12:30, supposedly."
Yeah.
Like, well, you have to wait till 1 o'clock. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, we'll wait.
Mine's bright and early, 9 a.m.
And just know that the other thing about Salmon Arm is that they don't get a lot of road tests up there, so your road test is probably going to be close to 40 minutes.
Okay.
It's not like the wham bam, thank you ma'am, kind of like half an hour, 20 minute, or the 15-20 minute driver's test.
Yeah.
Who would have thought the bus comes way out here?
Yeah, too bad it doesn't come out my area. I would have needed that when I was younger.
Yeah, that's the only thing about living in the boonies when you don't have access to the bus.
Yep.
I like to walk. That's why I live on East Hill. I can walk to the library. I can walk my kids to school. Gotta get those shoulder checks down. Shoulder check.
Yeah. I know Willie was telling me when he went for his N, he basically verbalized it to them every time he shoulder checked, scanning the intersection, all of that.
Yep. It really helps.
Yeah.
It really, really helps.
This video is made possible by the course package, Pass Your Driver's Test First Time, because we know that your driver's test is the most stressful day of your life, and without some form of driver training, your chances of passing are less than 50%. As a bonus, we'll include both the defensive and winter driving smart courses. These will make you a safer, smarter driver and reduce your chances of being involved in an accident. Click down in the description there and get full details.
So right there. Now you can back around. You want to turn your steering wheel all the way to the left. Now you're actually in the space, see? That car is actually... And the other thing, Chloe, is when you back in, look forward to see whether your vehicle is straight or not. Is your vehicle straight? Look forward. Is it straight?
No, it's off a little bit.
Yeah, so that way you can pull forward.
And straighten out? Okay.
Yeah. And it's also nice because you've got the camera, right? So you can see whether you're in the space or not.
Yeah.
Makes it way easier. But make sure you're looking out the back window when you're reversing.
Okay. This driveway's a little bit
tricky,
yeah.
You guys always lived out here?
Since we moved here, yeah. Oh, now I'm hitting the snowbank.
Yeah, don't do that on your driver's test.
No, I will not.
That's an automatic fail.
There we go.
That's a very bad. That's very bad. It's like a lot of test centers will have concrete blocks behind the parking space because...
For that reason?
Exactly for that reason, because drivers hit them.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you go out for your driving test, and you come back, and you back into the space, and drivers they're backing up, and then they hit the concrete thing.
Yeah.
It's an automatic fail. You get your whole driving test.
Yeah,
and then in the
makes sense, though.
And I always tell drivers, always stay out a little bit in the parking space. Even if you get a couple of points, it's better than that automatic fail.
Yeah.
Out to the left. Look through the curve. Throttle. You have way more control when you're on the throttle because the car's pulling through the corner and the curve,
Yeah.
as opposed to off the throttle and it's just coasting.
All
Watch race car driving. They let off before they get to the corner and they power through the corner. Hang on there 1 sec. The thought of failing your driver's test is what keeps you up at night right now. Click the link over here. Check out the Smarter Driver course package that guarantees that you will pass your driver's test first time. Click the link and check that out. And have a great day. All the best.